Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. So today is Thursday and I'm uploading this video tomorrow. I know I'm filming it a bit late, but that's okay. Just been a little bit of a slump, but it's okay. I'm back filming part 2 of this. It's a very rainy day today, as you can see by the windows, and it's actually very nice and calming. But let's get into the video. So last week we spoke about handing over our timelines to God, and that was part one. And part one consisted of the waiting period. And I'm just gonna give like a few second outline of what it was about in case you didn't watch it. But if you do want to watch the video, it's the video just before this one, and I will link it below if I remember. If I don't, just comment and I'll link it. If not, just go into my channel and you'll see it there. So in last week's video we spoke about the waiting period, which was part one of the still part episode, and up to this day and before I uploaded that video, it's just been amazing, all the things that have been put into perspective, because the waiting period, in my opinion, can be one of the most tiring things on your Christian journey. But as soon as you get the revelation of your waiting and the reason behind your waiting and the reason for the waiting, I think it just makes everything so much more beautiful, and it makes you more ease to go into life knowing who holds your future and who's in charge of the waiting. But before we do that, I just want to put this little thing in the screen. It's something I saw at church on Sunday after uploading the video, and I thought that I want to share it with you guys because it goes hand in hand with the waiting period and all the things you experience and face during the waiting period. So give it a read here in the corner. I'll give you 2 seconds while you read, and I'll stare at you reading. Okay, my eyes are burning now, but today we are going over to patience, where patience and faith meet. So I hope you guys are going to enjoy today's topic, and if you have anything you want to add or want to speak to me about or want me to speak about, you can just leave me a comment. And if you feel like I'm off topic or off brand or I'm saying something wrong, please do leave a comment about that as well, and we can speak about it and share our opinions and facts in the Bible and verses and all of those things. But faith and patience. So I currently have a small business, and it requires a lot of patience and faith, and I've been discouraged so many times. I can't even explain how many times I've felt discouraged because people just don't buy your things, and this goes wrong and that goes wrong. But then I was sitting yesterday because I had a stall selling my things in front of my house, and I was thinking to myself, faith and patience aren't opposite equals. They work hand in hand. They're partners. So if you have faith, you must have patience. Patience is the gateway to faith. So through patience you gain faith. And patience can also be tied in with your timeline, setting aside your timeline and taking on what God wants for you at this moment for the future. And it's difficult to let go of that because we're human. We want success, we crave success. It's part of our human nature. And it's also part of our human nature to want things at the time that we wanted. For example, getting married at 25, having a child at 26, having your career set in stone before the two of those things happen, and many other things, even things that are not to do with family. So it's having a car at a certain age. There's just a lot of things that we want at a certain time in our lives, but it's not necessarily what God wants for us because He sees the whole picture and we only see what's in front of us. So it's not the easiest thing to let go of your timeline, but that's where faith and patience meet. I want to say collide, but I don't want to be too cheesy with my titles. But maybe I should, why not? You only live once. But this all came about when I was reading the book of Acts. It's my first time reading the book of Acts, and I was very excited because I've always heard great things about it. But I decided, okay, it's finally time to read it. So I read it for myself, and I was reading Acts 7, verse I don't know if this is 40 or 4, but I'll put the verse up on the screen with the reading. Every single time sacrifices were made to idol gods, it's because they were impatient, because people were impatient. They couldn't wait on God. They just weren't able to wait. They didn't want to wait. They were desperate. And every single time a sacrifice was made to an idol god, it was because there was a lack of patience. They didn't want to wait on God. And hence me coming to the point of why it's important to gain faith through patience, because faith and patience, they meet in the middle. They're the middle point. They're the gateway to your blessing. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I know today is a bit of a shorter video. Just wanted to wrap up the series, the two-part series. So part one is waiting, the waiting period. It's very painful. It's a painful journey. And then this part two is where patience and faith collide. I'm gonna go with the cheesy one. And yeah, I want to leave you with a closing thought, but I don't know which one to leave you with. So, but I think I have an idea. So it is the next day. My battery died yesterday while I was filming the last part, but what I wanted to end off with is that faith without works is dead. So whenever you have faith, accompany it with the works, but also remember that it's not by our own works, but by the works through God in us. And I know sometimes it can be a bit complex, everything about the faith and every other concept within Christianity, but the best advice I can give to you is, as long as your eyes are set on Jesus, everything else will fall into place. At the end of the day, it's not about the religion, but the God of the religion. So thank you for watching today's video. I really appreciate each and every one of you guys that are watching. And don't forget to subscribe, leave me a comment down below. And if you want to join the fam, like I said, don't forget to subscribe. See you guys next week.